Why now, to me, the hero, that's Mai Chilima. Because the Mai Chilima, amayankha mwamantha, she knew what she needed to say, but she didn't say it. Because the majority of people that if she can be willing to point fingers at, the anthu amene ali mu maseko zawo ma area 10 kwawo, anthu akumene kuja kuphana kwambiri. Now if I don't like so, because it's an elite death. If I am vice president wa dziko lathu amene anali target, he was a target. Malawi Defense Force targeted him, and the Malawi Defense Force selected the people who should die with Chilima. Tiambile pa mayaja amuna wana la deputy kuzomba amalima kunchinji. That woman, she was actually clear. She says in the 50-50, but she was leaning towards good in an assassination. Why was she saying it was an assassination? Could it's 50-50? Because amuna ageo amafunika apite ku DRC. Koma ku DRC kuja imakhala scheduled trip where people get my allowances. It was mafuna my allowances, my trips ngata meno. I would all of a sudden anasintira trip ija ndwauza kuti pali program ino. Now ku military amadziwa kuti these are the expendables. My expendables ndi ma military officers amene amadziwa kuti titumize gulu lili lita kukafa kumeneko sipakhala hoopla yambiri. Okay, there will not be a blowback, there will not be a media frenzy, a sensationalism, there will not be any anger from people, the public and all that. They identify these people within the military. We can't atumize now. Chimena musintira munthu amene jayo trip yake. Because whoever was scheduling my flights amene ajawa for Chilima, analarabanga background check, homework yake, kuti tumize anthu awa. Now, in an assassination plot, pamakhala collateral damage. Ayina shaniro aja, maonjeni wa mapilots iwa, those were collateral damage. Target anali Saulos Chilima. This is where nwafuna kuti Mary akhale very clear. And I mean, Mary is very smart. You know, if you listen to her carefully, you'll see that she actually did not allude to the fact that this was an accident. She trashed the report yama Zija, and the report manager imagine when it was staged. They made a lot of assumptions. They did not produce facts. There were no facts in that report. The same thing that is happening with this report. Assumptions. There will not be facts. Yet these women are presenting to you factual events. Okay? The factual events can come into a form of a narrative by the wives of these people. Like, for example, Mai Chilima said, Amunanga, anapangidwa pressure ndazi nzawo. Wina anafusa wamene wanyodi, do you feel like somebody else pressured Chilima? Guess who Mai Chilima mentions? Dr. Chikosa Silungwe. Now, I am not accusing Chikosa of anything, but I'm saying ameneyo anali very close to Chilima. He influenced him. Now, he influenced him to attend the funeral. He pressured him. The question was, did Chilima feel pressured? Now, as in that why I feel, I'm at pressure in so many things. There is peer pressure to do certain things. My habits or sana. But ukuzolika kwereni doni ya bwana mubile kumaliro. Pamenepo pakufunika mwikepo pause. She mentioned, I'm not mentioning Chikosa Silungwe. Chikosa Silungwe is being mentioned by Madam Mai Chilima. Listen to that, take that into consideration. And she also said, anadibweresera ring yake, bango yake, corona yake, corona anaifinya ichi, anaibweresa on time. Koma mafona yake, awiri, anaganiza, amadani nao mafoni. Question is, what were they doing with Mafoni, our vice president? Kenago, when Mai Chilima called for the phones, could he bring the phones to funa mafona munanga, anabezeka kuti mafona ja, anabwereta after 2 months, ara hama, ara panya. Because the amafuna awonesese kuti Chilima was not communicating with anyone during the time they were killing him. Do you know that even circumstantial evidence sometimes can lead to facts? Panoba, the circumstances, they are pointing towards an assassination, a complete botched up assassination plot, which costed the lives of so many people, which was orchestrated from the military. Now the negligence comes where the military knew that this ndege is faulty, is not flight worthy. That is a lawsuit Mai Chilima will file a later ban. Then that lawsuit, the minister is about to expose a lot of shoddy plays because the whole thing is botched. Atakubela Valentino Piri, Jafu, they can come and confidently, hey, military aircraft receives back. There were communications that ALT was being, South Africans were consulted. Could I bang a checki ALT? You know, they can go to ALT or Siguguila transponder or whatever, Siguguila from 204. Why are you communicating with South Africans? Because you knew it was there. Muna jota. Now you made Muna panga pause search. You made the day that you called off search, it was your time to remove these things, every incriminating thing. Okay? So this thing was orchestrated from the military. Now, but the issue that on in Mary, yeah, and this is very sad. Kuti kumena wakapanga autopsy, kudali wachibale wao, aminana noti and Mary is saying kuti mumuitane wachibale watu amenewa, anamuchula zino. Because wachibale wao anapanga allude to one point kuti this is suspicious. Adalona tubira Saulos Chilima. Amaya kuzomba aja, amuna also anaduka mwendo aja. Akuti kunali directive imajokera kuti asasekule yani asaone mtembo wa muntu. Ma directives amina jawa inali cover up directives to make sure kuti the family don't see. So this whole thing is an assassination. My facts they are there. They are pointing to assassination. My lapuken, munao anali nervous. The munao marimina sindibela so ndikapange cleaning office yanga, I might not come back because he had an inclination. He knew that trip is very suspicious. Kuma kala my intels umene kujatama uzana kudamwe akanga dafuna kumungamba vice president. So I believe in these women. They have exposed it was not an accident.